It's Bern, 1 round and 4 deals game. As usual, I slightly changed my design of my tiles. And now, what can I do here? Maybe it will be some old types, for example. I don't need great. I never needed this west. And I hope that something will come around these 3. I don't think about half flush really, because in dots, even in dots, I have only 2 forms, 2 blocks, yes, 2 vertices. For example, 1, 1, 3 and 5, 6. No, I'd rather take something, some block, some set, I mean, in dots like this, and wait for some BAMs, for some corrects, of course. I can discard 5 and remain with 7, 8, 8. I can discard 5, 6 dots, of course. The player to my right collects possibly all types like me, and he may need red. He didn't take white. 3 BAMs goes there. But I didn't need this pawn. Maybe I'll take chow. Maybe 2 8s will remain my eyes. I'll take pawn of easts and pawn of reds, I hope. But if I don't take pawn of reds, for example, pawn of easts will give me 4 points. Terminal pawn of one's dots, another 1 point. That's 5 already. 5. Maybe I'll collect some punks simply. I don't need this 2. Another 5. Yes, just when I thought about punks, this 5 came into my hand. The player to my left possibly needs 8. Possibly needs 8 if he wants to collect mixed shifted chows. Nice. Nice, because if I take Kong of Easts now, I can think about simple hand without even all types. Maybe I'll discard BAMs and think about taking 6. But this can happen only after I declare Kong of Easts, but nobody needs East. Nobody needs East, and I can wait for some good tiles. Maybe the player to my left needs 7 or 8. I just suppose that he waits for 6, 7, 8. And he maybe has 2 reds. He can't take he can't take this 4 because it will be only 7 points. Maybe he waits just for 7 with 5-6 form. With 6. No, if he wants 4, if he hesitates with 4, then he has 5-6. This was the third 4 cracks on the table. And the player to my right collects just pungs. That's curious. Green goes there. The opposite player wanted red. Well, okay, luckily I didn't feed there. 4. He hesitated with 4 with 1, 2, 3 chow. Yes, he could make 2, 3, 4, but he never needed it. This is an interesting hand, rather curious one, I'd say, because I can collect outside hand with maybe pairing owners. I can take 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, punk of ones, or maybe I'll just collect pure straight. Another option. But I'll need 2 and 3. I don't need this 6, I think. 6 BAMs. Why would I need it? 5, 6, 7 I can collect, yes. No. I'll try to play with some imagination, so to say. Maybe I'll take triple pango ones. Triple pango ones would be fun. It's not a very frequent thing. And that can be fun, but at least I can collect some outside hand. Outside hand 4 points. Double pang of ones. Another 2 points, and for each pang of ones I'll get 2 points, 2 more points. So this will be 8 already. Okay. He discarded 1. And he didn't take 4. Now, maybe I'll take 1, 2 BAMs. Maybe I'll take 7, 8, 9. It can be something like mixed triple chow 7, 8, 9, for example. With this 8, it can be so. But 2 9s discarded already. I think I can't make this mixed triple chow. It's better to remain with just outside hand. 7 discarded. 7 discarded, and another 7 BAMs discarded. Yes, I'd better drop this 8 as long as it's safe against the player to my right, and wait for 7 dots and 2 BAMs. This will be outside hand 4 points, no honors 5th point, Pang of terminal 6 point. Mixed double chow 7, 8, 9. 7th point. And waiting. Waiting will give me 8th point, either closed wait or edge wait. I'd better discard rather dangerous tiles now. 7 can be dangerous. And north looks not dangerous at all. I'll hold it to make ready hand. 5. Too late. I could make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes, and maybe think about pure shifted chows. But it came too late, and I see no 3's cracks. Even with all these cracks, I don't think I could get 3. 1, 7 discarded, 1, 2 bams discarded, and all people melded their hands. Now let's try to do something interesting. 5 is useless and 5 is safe. Okay. Another 7 melded recently. 8's discarded. Maybe I'll take 7. I take good tiles. Good central tiles. Which could be useful for someone, maybe for the opposite player, for the player to my left, but I just discard them. And the player to my right collects chows. Maybe he needs 2, 3, 4 bams and 3, 4, 5 dots. 5. 5 is dangerous. It can go to the right. It can hardly go to the left. But possibly the player to my left collects I. Okay, it was safe. If I take Pang of ones, I'll of course discard 3. Very good. But I don't hope to collect triple Pang now. Not now. With 3 9's discarded. 3 9's opened. Yes, I'd rather take this one. 3 bams can be dangerous, of course. Even if it was discarded earlier, but at that time the player to my right couldn't be ready yet. Anyway, it turned out to be safe, and the red is safe as well. But who can give me my 7? All 6 is discarded. Great, the wall gives me my 7. Very nice. The player to my left waited for 5. The player to my right wanted some mixed straight, yes? I didn't notice what the opposite player wanted, but you can watch it. Set this video to a pause and watch closely. This is a very difficult hand. So, what to do with such hands? Such trash hands, so to say. Two pairs, some lonely owners, no forms. Just discard owners. Yes, and some forms will, some vertices, some blocks will form. For example, 5, 6, 7 BAMs already. Yes, let's take it because it develops my hand. I can take 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6 dots and wait for some tiles around 7 from the wall. For example, yes, I can take 4, 5, 6 and then wait for 6, 7, 8 cracks. Maybe I'll just collect melded hand. Yes, if I declare pang of 7s, pang of 1s, it will be melded hand. Pang of terminals, no owners. Of course, I'll discard this south. So, what about mixed rate? If I take 9 cracks, for example, 1, 2, 3 bends, 4, 5, 6 dots, 7, 8, 9 cracks. But I'll need 2 and 3 bends in this case. The player to my right discarded 6. The opposite player possibly collects mixed rate. The player to my left collects, I can't tell what. Yes. Why not? I'm at a fork now. Yes, I can take pang of 7s and discard 7 cracks, for example. The opposite player wants pure straight, possibly. You see, she had the last 1 cracks in her hand already. So maybe it's better to try dangerous discard. She wasn't ready. But she discards 3, 5, and now she waits. And now she waits for something interesting. Maybe even 4. Maybe she needs 4 BAMs. She discards 6. She had 6 BAMs at that time, and 7 is just safer. She doesn't wait for 7. At least now. And now she changed her waiting again. She changed her waiting. 3 BAMs can be useful for the player to my right as long as he collects possibly half flush and BAMs. And I don't see 4s BAMs on the table. She could win with this self. Yes, she has active. He intercepted, you see? She waited for the same 3, and he just intercepted her mahjong. Good, because this was the cheap hand, and her hand was more expensive. Just pure straight, all chows, single weight, melded hand, maybe. Yes, that was More than 20 points, really. This. No. No honors, no knittings. This can be really mixed shifted chows again, because I can take another 4 and leave 2 fours for my eyes, or discard 4. Yes.
Chow.
Sometimes I just summon good tiles in my hand. And I need 4 cracks. 4 cracks for completing my mixed shifted chows, but not completing my hand. I really need 4th set somewhere. Maybe Pang of Easts, by the way. No. Maybe something will come around 6. 6, 7, 8, for example. Now the player to my right is at the 2nd place, and he just has not very many points. We have 50 points distance between us, and if he takes mahjong from me, then yes, then he can get to the 1st place. He collects cracks. An interesting plan, an obvious plan, so that I don't want to give him anything, and he'll be collecting maybe some pungs and cracks, like pung of 8s. No, he can't take it. Yes, I'll give him bams, dots.
Hung.
I can take pung of 6s, pung of 4s. Maybe somebody will discard. Or, for example, the player to my left can discard 5 bams as well for my chow. Yes.
Hung.
Good. Now I'm just ready and waiting for 4 cracks. Maybe he has some 4 cracks. And maybe the opposite player collects slow over 4, so she may have some cracks, some 4s as well. I just hope that not all 4s are taken. Some 4s can be in the wall. Somebody writes. Nothing. Yes.
Mahjong.
Very nice. She collected just pungs. So I took good points and I have total plus. All other players have negative scores. And let's see. Good hand. The player to my right, to my left, sorry. The player to my left wanted 2 of 5. I had 5 cracks. And he was just not very lucky because the opposite player to his opposite had some his tiles. And he did everything correctly. Everything was alright with his hand. Now, the opposite player with green belt wanted some pungs. Yes, she waited for 9, 2, some other tiles. She discarded 2 8s. Not very good, yes, but she could still hope. But she was far from ready. Yes, she had at least. She had two useless tiles, 2 steps behind ready hand. The player to my right wanted half flush, and he wasn't ready as well. He needed some pungs, maybe chows, maybe he could get rid of 2 or 4 and wait for pung of 1s, 7s and 9s. Maybe some pungs. Maybe he could take 2, 3, 4 and discard 1s. Not very close to ready hand, even with all tiles and cracks. Yes, he got rid of all useless suits, only cracks, and pung of norths. Possibly he wanted pung of 9s or pung of 1s as well. But he was still far. Well, thanks all.